you both have in common is you guys have a way of casting vision, where you guys make the vision so big that anybody that comes across you fits in it. And how has that been utilized in your business, and how are you utilizing it now with the social media? Like, how have you been able to manage both? What value can you provide for someone who's getting started? You said have a social media page right away, Instagram.
Yeah.
He has an Instagram, and I've been, by the way, don't follow Jeff.
Just up until now.
Maybe in 3 months, because Jay and them, they're going to make magic happen out there. But now you're coaching and you're mentoring people on that, because by default, it's going to benefit all your businesses.
Yeah. I think the biggest, so two things. Number one, like Jeff said, he was never in love with long distance, communication, right? That wasn't the point. Unless you had like a long distance girlfriend, then you're going to love it. But the reality is that it was, just like for me, it was never about finance. But I also never thought about quitting. It was more, and I think people struggle with this in businesses. Instead, it's like, well, if it's going to take me 10 years to get there, well, you're going to live, God willing, 10 years anyways. And so for me, I was just, okay, I got a shot. I got an opportunity. I have a mentor who's making $50,000 a month at the time. I can't even fathom that. If this guy's going to teach me, then I'm all in, right? That was how I started. Yeah. And I was never chasing the money. It was about, I have an opportunity to learn and grow and build something. Now, when someone starts in business today, I tell them, now we're in a different era. We're in a social media era. The first thing people do before they buy from you or join you in business is look you up. It's the very first thing they do. They go online and they Google you. Or they go online and they search you on Instagram or TikTok or something like that. And so I tell people, if you're trying to build your social media today, first of all, I think everyone should have some sort of a business, even if it's part-time. No matter what industry it's in, everyone should have some sort of a business. Something that can add an unlimited amount of income to your life. Because your job will control your salary, but it doesn't have to control your income.
And is it good financially, like tax-wise, to own your own business?
Oh, 1,000%, yeah.
Because you're the financial person.
Yeah, and you get all the tax benefits of owning a business. Every piece of equipment in this place was a tax write-off.
Yeah, so number one, social media. Number two, some type of a business.
Some sort of a business.
Own some type of business.
Yeah.
And number three, I would tell you, don't brand your business, brand you.
Yeah, say that again.
Repeat that again.
Don't brand your business, brand you.
Why?
Because then if your industry changes or you ever decide to add to what you're doing or you ever expand or you ever add more corporations underneath, no matter what you put behind your name, people are going to follow. Versus if you brand XYZ company, then you completely lost your ability to expand and never do anything else.
And I'll piggyback on what he just said, because that's super powerful, is the reason you want to brand you and not your company is because people don't follow companies or opportunities or money. People follow people they trust, which we just saw with, look at mainstream media today. And people want to follow Joe Rogan and people want to follow.
Well, they won the elections.
Yeah.
I mean, it's, I'm not going to touch that subject, but now the front row at the White House is anybody who's on YouTube.
Yeah. People will follow influencers that they can relate to, that they know, versus people that we know may have an agenda on TV. And we want to follow people who we trust and we can relate to. So real people. And that's the key, is to like brand yourself so people can follow you. I mean, all of us are different, but in a lot of ways we're very similar. Yeah,
like if you think of Facebook, you think of Zuckerberg. If you think of UFC, you think of Dana White. Like that's so the company's branded, but it's branded behind a person. Yeah. So all you on social media, if you're like, oh, I want to have a personal page and a business page, that is absolutely ridiculous. No influencer who you follow has a separate page that you follow apart from their personal page. They are just, you're following a person, you're following their life. If your profile photo is your business logo, that's an epic fail.
So that's another one. Say it again.
Yeah,
if your profile picture is your business logo or your brand, a picture of your brand logo that you paid some guy $3,000 for, so you want to use it, like that's not where it belongs.
No.
That's a fail. If your handle on social media is not your name, that's a big mistake. It should be your name, not, XYZ company.
And I see
should
that
be
a
your
lot.
name. Yeah, it should be you. Yeah. If you brand you like Gary V, Ed Milet, Joe Rogan, The Rock, all these people branded themselves.
Elon Musk.
Give a formula. What kind of posts? What kind of daily? I know you train this, and by the way, he has a community. You could follow him, request to be on his channel, and he trains this committedly on a daily basis. And but right now he's giving it to you for free.
Yeah, content-wise, I mean, it should be a mix of everything. I think if you look at anyone who's monetizing social media and making money today, they don't just post one thing. So, for example, the life insurance guy, if you go on my page, there's nothing about life insurance anywhere. Because but we sell millions and millions and millions of dollars of life insurance every single month. But it's not. No one's going to go on your page, watch a reel about life insurance, and then go, "Oh, I should get life insurance." Maybe. But that's not what's going to build your brand.
No.
They want to buy from you because they like you, like Jeff just said. And so I think your content should be a mix of...
At what point do they know that you do life insurance?
Well, it's got to be out there, right? So I think your content should be a mix of what you do for a living.
Okay.
So, for example, if you're in finance, then you should have some finance content. You should also post some leadership content because anyone in business is in leadership. I think you should post lifestyle content. Where people look and go, man, this guy Jeff's living a good freaking life. Whatever he's doing, I want to do.
Now, what would you say if this guy Jeff wants to portray that he's very humble? Because there's people that are in that conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you say to that?
Or that we don't want to post our homes or where we live because we don't want people just randomly show up.
Yeah.
When we're out of town.
Or they don't want the witch to do black magic.
Right.
On that.
Well, what's so interesting.
This is important because this is what I hear all the time.
Yeah, well, what people want in that narrative is it's always that they want to maintain their privacy, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want everyone to know my kids. I don't want everyone to know my wife. But the reality is I tell them, well, go look at your favorite influencers. You don't know who the hell their kids are. They don't post their kids. Some of them, you don't know who their wife is. Their wife's nowhere on their page, And so the reality is that as an influencer, you choose what you post. So if you don't want someone to know it or see it, then just don't post it. But you could post every day, all day, every day, put a ton of content and value out there and never give away any of your privacy.
Yeah, and here's a trick. I don't want to flood my social media. Delete it the next day.
Yeah.
Right? Or hide it.
Yeah, and for example, if I'm at, the exception would be like when I'm at a Laker game or whatever, because where we sit is always on TV, sitting courtside behind the scoreboard.
Yeah.
But like if I'm at Disneyland, there are more people in the world who know me than I know them. And so if I'm at Disneyland and I am worried about because we've had people follow us and stuff like that, I just don't post anything from Disneyland till after I've already left.
Yeah.
So it's just like common sense, but to sit there and say, well, I don't want to mix my brand with blah, blah. I mean, it's just an excuse to not learn how to do social media.
I think we're going to have another show just literally.
Just on social media.
Just on social media. Because here's the thing is if you're not on social media, you're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
And then we got to find someone who's a master in artificial intelligence. I mean, I've been doing some crazy stuff on artificial intelligence, doing tutorial videos. I mean, what I'm learning every day on artificial intelligence, it's kind of scary. We're living the Terminator life right now.
It's interesting.
Either we embrace it, just like social media, or we get left behind.